Hey, welcome to Newz N Brewz, the only podcast that is just always consistent and never deletes episodes because they're horribly offensive.
What are you talking about? I haven't edited it yet. I didn't say we're not going to release it.
What?
I'm your host this week, Braden. We've also got Reed Clark.
In the dark.
Cody Cartman.
Close enough.
Whose hair is getting so luscious and long.
Okay, and Ebony Harris. I don't have Facebook anymore. I don't know people's last names. Alright?
She isn't on Facebook either.
Fuck.
I'm also not a part of this, so.
Well, I mean, you're a guest, okay? You're a guest in Reed's house. You're just not allowed to do guest-like things. That's fine.
She can do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Okay, we got this on camera. Just
you leave her alone.
In case your landlord decides. Anyways, but yeah. So what are we drinking tonight?
Yeah, what are we drinking? Cody brought this fine swill.
It's called
it's swill.
Pilsner Urquell. It's a Steve Urquell based beer. That's made in the Czech Republic, wherever that's at.
Didn't you go there?
Pilsner, Urquell.
Yeah.
What I'll say about this one is
it's
check,
tart.
please. You know. Please kill me.
You're drinking water. You haven't even.
You're ruining the immersion, Ebony.
But that's fake news, Brady.
It's inside the
Fake
actor
news.
studio.
It's
know?
fake
news.
It's okay. These are my TMZ tapes. Okay, we'll get to that, or Access Hollywood, whatever.
There's been memes going around about like Donald Trump saying like thick or something like that. I don't know.
He was saying thank you.
Oh, but everyone was like interpreting it as thick, and it was just like him going like, and everyone's like.
I really want like a zoomed in version of that where you could just see the spit just fly out, because he is like digging his tongue into the top of I just thump it. You know,
He's really good.
He's like
Thump It, the new addition to the old Bop It game. It's like Thump It, and it's Donald Trump's face. He's just like like flick him or something. That game was so suggestive.
What game?
Like Bop It.
Dude, that game was the best. What are you talking about?
It was great. I loved it, but it was like suggestive as hell. It was like, you twist it, you grab it, you flick it, you bop it, like you're slapping an ass, man. We all know what's going on.
you gotta flick it, but you gotta find it first.
Some like blind Sunday school teacher like made that device. It's like who thought of like the mechanics and like the shape of this object. It was just
someone who doesn't know what shapes look like.
Yeah. I still miss that game though.
That's pretty good.
I'm sure you can find it somewhere on eBay for like $200.
Dude, they sell it at Walmart.
Bros, what am I right?
We're in the show.
Don't you know they sell
cars.
Me and Nelson,
I'll bleep it out.
One day we're like chilling, like this is back in high school, and we're bored. It's like, dude, we're a Bop It. It's like, yeah, it's like let's go buy one. We're gonna have cars. We can go buy toys from Walmart.
Wait. Dalton Nelson for real?
Yeah.
Since when do you call him by his last name?
Yeah, who does that?
And we're trying not to mention people's names.
So give their last
It's
name.
okay. It's okay.
So we get like.
It matters more for people who are like actually will watch it, so it's fine. But
Nobody's
again,
gonna watch this.
We're just
it doesn't matter.
good practice makes perfect, you know. It's the Jedi way.
Are you just gonna cut this all?
No.
Okay.
No.
You already named him. It's fine.
I mean, the only thing is to cut is Jedi way because just the copyrights.
Oh shoot.
Dude, did Jedi do circumcisions with the lightsaber? That'd be kind of dope.
You know,
that's cauterized as it cuts.
I was
you don't have to wear.
The other day I was thinking
like,
about that. I was wondering about that myself. A long time ago, I actually was thinking about that.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Yes.
I mean, they're not allowed to bone anyway, so.
They're like
Wait, the Jedis can't bone?
No, they're not allowed. They're like a weird.
I thought it was just like
dude.
understood. I never knew it was like an actual thing.
No, it was a rule.
Oh yeah, because Anakin's being with.
Yeah, he's being a skis. They can't bone.
What?
Yeah, it's weird. Except for the dude with the really long head. Because his race was pretty much extinct. Yeah, Pinhead. Yeah. Ki-Adi-Mundi. He can bone. He can bone.
Who is this Pinhead guy?
You don't remember the Star Wars the Pinhead guy?
From like the Clone Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah. The white mustache and beard. And
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the the conehead guy.
Yeah, pointing towards the sun.
What was that meme y'all sent? It was like when the group project one.
Yeah, when you didn't do anything for your group
It's
project.
got the Pinhead guy in the Jedi Council as like a 3D like holographic.
Yeah, because he just never showed, man. Yeah, that shit. That's my only hobby right now is just
Group projects, not showing up for group
memes.
projects.
Yeah, dropping out of school and then. Did I ever tell you about that? When I was dropping out, because I was like super sick. I'm like, fuck this. I was having to do a group presentation in speech class, and I got to about halfway through stumbling through my speech, and I was just like. I'm dropping this class anyway. It doesn't really matter. And I grabbed my bag and walked out of the class, and everybody just like looked in disbelief.
I would have.
That's great.
I would have stood up and cheered.
That's kind of like that.
They've been like, yeah.
What's that one? That football player in one of these past. I think it was NFL. This player legitimately. At the half, he retired.
At halftime,
and he left.
He just put his clothes back on, like his normal clothes, and just said,
"I'm out."
Why?
What are we toasting to? Let's toast to this beer's alma mater, Stephen Urkel, the one and only.
Grishka.
"Oh,
I'm the only one who actually watched this show.
No, I watched Happy Time or whatever it's called.
Before we toast, before we toast, did you watch that show?
Yeah, I did watch it.
Family Matters?
Family Matters, Happy Gilmore, whatever.
Nobody knew about his alter ego, Stefan Arkell.
Dude, I love that. He was so cool.
He was like, hey, somebody else knows. All right.
Wait, you guys never watched Urkel?
Ebbs, join in. Oh, Braden.
Clink.
Braden has 3 beers right now.
Yeah,
He's not training for
Braden
a
has a Yeti
fitness
tumbler
show
right now.
Did I ever tell you guys about this in middle school? I learned this. It was like after an earthquake in Japan.
Earthquake.
There was an earthquake in Japan, and this chick's like salon, or like I think it was a massage parlor or something like that. It got destroyed, so she's like, "How am I going to rebuild it?" So she took donations and had a gymnasium full of men jerk off into her face. They pay a donation and they were allowed. And she's like, "It's good for the skin. It's fine."
Whoa! How many men are we talking about?
Like a gymnasium full, like well over 100.
So how much money did this?
She made enough to rebuild her place.
It would have been crazy if like they somehow managed to have it where like they all at the same time and it just like.
I mean,
like slimed in fucking a Nickelodeon
Slime
show.
Time Live.
I mean, what was the minimum donation for it? So we just get some math going here.
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of guys that were scraping that just minimum.
Even if it's
Japan.
Even if it's $1 though, that's a lot of money.
I'm just saying, like a gymnasium full. What is that? Like
If
500
If it's $1, that's a lot of men.
You got the status standards of all time. $1.
But to be fair. Wait, this is Japan, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was saying if it was China, they are all
Same
about
thing.
stuffing way too many people into little small places.
Same thing.
No, they do that too.
I wasn't gonna say it.
I love
you said it
Japan.
first.
Someone needs to.
Yeah, no, for sure. They have like
So that's a lot of dollars if you're in China.
I feel like $1 would be misleading though. Someone could just be outside like, "Hey, want to donate $1 and come inside this place?" It's like, it's like, was something going on there? Like, oh yeah, something's going on. Oh, here's $1. Walk in, it's like, come back. I was like, I want my fucking $1 back. Actually, I'm gonna take a couple with me too.
Maybe
Right?
it's like a
For
cover
that
charge, like a cover charge thing. Like they have.
Well, yeah, I mean, not to mention you walk in and you don't know what's going on. So you walk in, a bunch of dudes have their like wangs out,
You're
you're
not
just
gonna
like
stand there with your wang out that entire time. Like,
But
if
wouldn't
you have
it
a
be funnier that
gymnasium
way?
full in front of you, you have to wait for.
There's obviously locker rooms.
You're gonna get cold. Yeah, it's a gymnasium, so I guess there's locker rooms. Like, you're gonna get cold, you know?
God.
It's like, you've seen those videos. There's
I don't know,
always
that's a
one
lot-
guy in the
that's a lot
background
of-
just chilling.
That's
That's
a lot of
you.
friction heat going on in that
me.
place though.
Do what?
That's a lot of friction heat going on up in that place though.
Could you probably gain, like, 15 pounds just from the cum, like, just setting. Your parents are gonna watch this, right, Reed?
Braden, you're already like over there. Do you want to go first?
Alright. So.
Oh yeah, Braden. Quiz time, Brayden.
It is
You're
quiz
the one who
time.
told me to start it, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
It's a trick.
I'm not in charge.
Do you have a question or let me ask a question?
I have one for Braden, actually.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Braden,
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
the mascot for West Georgia?
Oh, it's fucking fighting cock. It's the head of a cock and the body of a cock and the feet the feet of a centaur.
The feet?
Yeah, the feet.
Well, final answer. Or do you want to actually?
No. Fighting wolves.
It's close enough.
Damn.
It's wolves, right? It's
So
So I'm like,
wolves.
if he gets that wrong, he actually has to drink some beer. So.
I was hoping you were gonna say like Golden Knights, the West Georgia Tech one.
No.
Oh, I didn't realize you were
don't
actually.
consider that
I
a
didn't realize
sport.
you're
Golden
actually.
Knights represent.
I didn't realize you're actually struggling with it. I thought you were just like joking around.
No, I knew it.
Oh yeah.
I was joking. Thank you, Reed.
Dang,
You got more questions?
dude. No, it's just the one. Go ahead.
I mean, I can ask another question.
Yeah.
I'll ask mine. Can you ask mine?
Yeah, please
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I'll try and leave another one for everybody else. All right, and this is based off my opinion, so good luck. Order of System of a Down albums from best to worst. All right, Cody can help you.
Hypnotize. The first album, Toxicity, Mesmerize, Steal This Album.
You got Steal This Album as the worst, right? So,
Ah,
Damn,
good
you
job.
guys really do not like
Good
that.
job. Toxicity was my favorite.
Really?
By far. And then the original, then the first, and then Hypnotize, Mesmerize, Steal This Album.
Hypnotize.
Yeah.
Hypnotize.
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 Hypnotize. All right, go ahead.
Alright, so our first topic of discussion today is a suspicious suitcase with a tropical twist blown up in an airport in Rome.
Define tropical twist.
Did it have this juice?
Comes with a
tropical
free Mai
twist?
Tai.
Does it have a little umbrella on top of it?
It was Jimmy Buffett's fucking suitcase.
I'll show him.
Just shirts like
Wasn't Jimmy Buffett in
There's a
that?
Margaritaville margarita maker.
Wasn't Jimmy
Oh,
Buffett in that South Park episode?
yeah, AIDS burger. But yeah, so this is just coconuts. Police at the airport in Rome blew up a suspicious suitcase, only to find that it was filled with coconuts. So I guess somebody left this unattended suitcase,
Oh my
and
Lord.
Oh,
they thought it was a bomb, so they detonated it. They blew it up to themselves.
Yeah.
Because as you do.
Wait, where did they blow it up on side, or they like?
No, they blew it up in the fucking in the terminal, pretty much.
Why wouldn't they just get the bomb robot, take it outside, then blow it up?
Cody, they never do that.
It's Rome, dude. They don't have robots. There was a couple of guys going, "Hey, what the fuck? What we do about this?"
Let's kick it, see what happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Baba doobie, baba
What if
doobie.
it was like a
They
ninja
just-
or something?
They play with their chest hair for
Mafia
a minute.
music
and they're
playing in the background.
But yeah, so they
Like a broccolini. The cocaine.
Actually, knowing that, you could just fill the thing full of shrapnel. It's like they're gonna blow it up and.
Hold on. They blew up what they thought was a bomb in the middle of the airport while people were about 10 meters away.
And it's just sitting.
You're good. Blow it.
It's cool, guys. This is routine.
Yeah, that's it sounds safe, but it was just a bunch of coconuts, man. And after they blew it up, they just left it, wandered off, and left it to be cleaned up by staff.
Wait,
Not their problem.
what country is this again?
Rome.
That didn't surprise
That's not
me.
a country.
Yeah.
So
Rome-
Italy.
Italy.
That city is pretty much like the New York of Europe. It's very
Gross.
messy and full of all kinds of people.
I was gonna say that's more probably like the Baltimore of Europe.
You think?
Yeah, it's historic. It's old,
the
but it's
crime
just
rate
run
high?
down
Oh.
and shitty.
I was there. It was very smelly.
I wonder, airports have their own police force, right? How the fuck does that work?
These guys are just phoning it in.
I don't know. Hey, Tony, I don't.
But did you get the cannoli?
He's just shoveling cannoli.
It's Mario and Luigi,
I like how it's it's in a New York Italian accent.
Oh yeah, well that's the only
Like
Italian accent I know.
It's a real greasy like New Yorker accent, not like a classic
greasy
Italian.
They're all greasy, regardless of where they come from. It's fine.
It speaks for itself.
Oh.
But I guess that maybe it seemed like a threat to them because when I think of a tropical suitcase, that's about as far away from Italian that I can think of. So it kind of makes sense to me. They were threatened. They felt threatened. I think it's justified.
Yeah,
All right,
coconuts.
There's two things here. Why do they have coconuts in Italy?
Maybe they're smuggling them in.
I mean, it could be like a Monty Python thing, like a swallow. Or
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was actually
like,
thinking that
too.
too.
This has to be where it's getting at.
Come, Patsy.
Cute childhood moment. My dad and me actually made those for myself when I went through my Monty Python phase for like 6 years.
There's a phase.
Remember when his voicemail was Bravely Bold Sir Robin for like 3 years?
Oh yeah.
And you couldn't skip it, so you just had to listen to the...
It was like a minute and a half long.
Oh,
and before texting was a big thing too, so it was just like calling Braden. It's like, God damn it.
That's
my favorite was when he was like, "You have reached Braden Disdain."
Yeah, I periodically disown my last name. It's tradition at this point, I think.
My parents' voicemail, they still have like a house phone.
Gross.
It's still me from like probably 10 plus years ago. And
it's
my
that's
voice.
kind of cute. It's like reading for his balls.
I was homeschooled, guys. I would literally change the voicemail like every week, just something really dumb.
Because you had nothing else.
The last one I did, I just never changed it. So every time I call the house, I'm like, ugh. I was young once.
You should just like redo it now. Just be like,
hey,
hey, who this?
Who this? Leave message. Bye.
There's people from like your dad's church calling him, and they just get this aggressive.
In their hour of need.
Yeah, super.
just be like, just imitate your dad's voice. Be like, this is Pit Master Steve Clark. How may I help you?
This is Pit Master Steve Clark. How can the Lord?
I'm out jocking the hose right now. I can't be reached.
Thank you for the keeping it unnamed. This is real good. Oh my god.
Pit Master Pastor Steve Clark.
To all our viewers who are watching out there who don't know us, which is literally impossible, because I'm guessing only people we know are watching this.
We might have a few random.
Out of pity. But
yeah, absolutely.
My father is an amazing man, and we just, we butcher his actual voice and accent. As time goes on, it becomes more southern and more like more Savannah over time, and we just don't stop. Can't stop.
Yeah, your dad's the best, honestly.
Yeah. I just wish there was a way I could not have the recipes of the food that he makes, but just it could be sent to my house from his house.
Okay.
So I really just hate cooking the food that I make. Can
we get a MIDI file of your dad? Because the REM guy, I know he made a Vocaloid for himself. You guys know what that is?
Isn't that where you can just talk into it, automatically synthesizes it to his voice? Or something
you speak all of your you record all of your all possible syllables in your language, and they can just make a song out of your voice. We should do that for your dad.
They do that for a lot of animated shows that have multiple voices. They'll
exactly.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome. We should do that.
That'd be sick. That'd be a cool intro for our show.
Why do people not do that more for
Newz N Brewz, Newz N Brewz. We're watching Brews.
Why do people?
Can we just get him to sing it? Wouldn't that be way easier than just getting the whole voice spectrum thing, so we can use his voice to say whatever we want?
Would it be easier? Yes. Would it be
Let's
cheaper?
Just kidnap your dad.
But would we learn anything?
Yes, but
he could be one of those side hosts from Conan O'Brien, where it's the guy who just kind of adds some commentary in there every now and then.
The band leader or whatever.
No, literally Conan's side host or whatever.
Yeah. Oh,
co-host. What's his name?
God damn it! He was in Arrested Development.
He's really funny, but yeah, just Dad would come in with little zinger one-liners that'll save the show.
Andy Dufresne.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The guy from Shawshank.
Oh my god.
Isn't the dude's name Andy though?
Yeah.
So we're comparing ourselves to Conan O'Brien. I didn't realize we just have no hope at all.
I thought Jay Leno was no hope. We'll start our own car show and think it's cool.
Well, I mean, talk shows have been dead since the 50s, to be honest with you.
Jimmy Fallon is actually surprisingly entertaining, but I never it's never a priority in my watching of TV.
I haven't heard Stephen Colbert's voice since he quit doing the Colbert Report.
Apparently he's really bad now, but I would, oh my god, the amount of money I would pay for to see Jay Leno in his prime box. Are you kidding me, dude? That guy's fucking jaw. He would he'd break hands. He would just eat punches and just win fights like that all the time.
Wasn't he on Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, I don't know if that counts. God, I missed that show. I wish they still did.
They'd marathon that in the summertime when we were out of school. I'd watch that all day.
Yeah, it was the best.
Reed, what are you talking about? You were always out of school.
That's right.
You fucking homeschooled piece of shit.
But it wasn't on during the semester. It was only on during the summertime when everybody else was out of school. So it makes sense.
Did you still have school in the summer?
No, I was just saying it only came on when y'all were out of school. So
but everybody else was out of school, so you could play RuneScape in the summer. So
I played RuneScape, but not in the summer too.
Yeah, I did too.
I would grind all day when everyone was at school, so I would be 2 steps ahead of the game.
2 steps ahead of the game, but 1 step behind.
Come back and have 1 shark fished because it takes forever to fish 1 shark out.
Man, homeschool kids really good at this game.
Homeschool kids have the best life, man.
Anyway,
all my siblings are homeschooled, and I'm curious why. I'm sure I had nothing to do with it.
I don't know. I guess homeschooling kids is good for maybe good for upbringing, but I just don't want to put all the work in. So it's bye, sorry.
Okay, to young. I don't know if we have young listeners. I hope not, preferably. But
your younger brothers and sisters are avid listeners.
To young listeners, if you're really just you're just trying to plow, go after the homeschool kids after they get done homeschooling, depending on how late it is. If they've been homeschooled until college, because they're gonna break at some point, and when it happens, you want to be the first person there. They're gonna go off the rails completely.
They're gonna party harder than you've ever. They're gonna be like a fucking shooting star in the night,
exactly.
Just bright and beautiful and gone.
Just and you can ride that star just into the sunset. It's pretty beautiful.
Into their sunset, at least.
Or into a whatever parking lot you choose. It's fine either way.
Great. So. Oh Lord! A word from our sponsors. We got Don's Dildos, because there's no pleasing me without the double D.
I think you've done this one before.
Yeah, but I'm just repeating it again this week because that's what I'm looking at right now.
Are the double-sided dildos? Can you DP your
dildos?
safe? Yeah, if
they were inspired by
Can you DP
what's that Oscar-nominated movie? Requiem for a Dream. They were inspired by that movie to make the double-sided.
Did you know that Nick Cage doesn't have an Oscar? Yeah, how fucking sad that is.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, isn't that nominations?
Oh, I thought it was sad that he had one, but Leonardo DiCaprio did not have one.
I think Leo doesn't deserve one. Give that shit back. Give it to Nick Cage.
What?
For what role?
He won it.
Kiss.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh
That's
yeah.
Probably the best one.
I think there's still some gems we've missed out. Apparently, the new movie that he just came out with is fucking incredible. I really need to see it.
Incredible on a scale of movies go, or incredible as Nick Cage goes.
Both. Supposedly, both.
How do those intertwine? I don't understand.
I think, Nick Cage movies, I've come full circle into where I thought, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's the biggest hack in Hollywood, what the fuck? Now I legitimately love him in everything that he does. I used to just make fun of him, but now
he goes full out. He doesn't play anything subtle. He is the raging Cajun from sun up to sundown.
It's like not to make another Star Wars parable, but Samuel Jackson in Star Wars, he was just a stoic, boring-ass piece of shit. That is not a role for Samuel Jackson. Same with Nick Cage. You just gotta go balls to the wall.
You're saying Nick Cage should have been Mace Windu? I agree.
I honestly kind of would love that.
But I loved like.
You couldn't have.
I love how Samuel L. Jackson, like his own like personal self, would bleed through in little lines. He'd be like, "This party's over," and like it would like hit the tint of his real voice would come out. I'm just like, "Oh, there he is."
Wait, real quick, just because I couldn't imagine Nick Cage as like a supporting role. Is he ever a supporting role in any of his movies?
I guess not.
He's always like front and center, pretty much.
Regardless of how bad the movie is,
I must be in like his deal, like in his contract.
Like he's usually like there might be other faces on the front of the DVD thing or whatever, but
well, it's because everybody knows Nick Cage. I mean, for better or for worse.
Like the closest thing to a supporting role he was still the main role, but there were lots of other really important roles. Was Con Air, but he was still the main role. But there was lots of other important like supporting roles.
Yeah, like every movie he's like Raising Arizona was kind of like there's a lot of people that play in that.
There was John Goodman in that.
Was he
the one with
the one that
the bounty hunter. The one that we watched with Willem Dafoe and him. What was that called?
That one was terrible.
That one sucked.
They were all collectively like main roles.
Wild something. Wild Hogs? No, wait.
No! Dude, Nick Cage could have been Wild Hogs hands down, dude.
That was like a Nick Cage
he
version.
wasn't? No, it was Tim.
It was John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, and the dude from Shameless.
That's specific.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
He was also in
Frank Gallagher.
Oh, yeah. Harry Kniff Jr. William H. Macy, yeah.
Anyway, I'll go next.
Okay. Go next.
I am...
Probably that one.
That one, yeah.
There we go.
Oregon man surprises authorities with Indiana Jones-style booby traps.
Oregon?
Is it like the Oregon Trail where he dies of dysentery? Or he gets
dysentery? Basically, the property was abandoned a while ago. He got... I think it was like... He had to leave the premises because of some spat with his wife or something. Let's exhibit the guy real quick. Let's scroll down a little bit. Let's look at this winner right here.
Whoa.
That looks like that kind of looks to me like
that one's serial killer.
Mac's mom in Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh my god, what does this dude look like?
That guy does not have fucking lips, dude. I thought I had bird ass lips. Jesus Christ.
He looks like Ray Liotta and Jerry Stiller
combined.
Yeah.
but that
before or after Shantix?
God, doesn't matter.
Oh, I forgot about that commercial.
Those commercials are so sad, dude.
They're so good.
But anyway, yeah, if you scroll down, like they had like one booby trap of like a turned up hot tub, a circular hot tub, set up like the boulder from Indiana Jones. Like if you open a gate, it like rolls towards the gate and tries to smush you.
Shot by booby trapped wheelchair inside. What? What do you mean it was? How do you get shot by a booby trapped wheelchair?
So he had a shotgun, from what I understand.
Well, he had
a fuckload of booby traps supposedly. So
this is like one of many. There was something else with like a side like pool or something, or it's crazy, man. Like
it's pretty amazing.
This is quite the Indiana Jones enthusiast.
And now he's gone to prison. It's real sad.
Oof.
Yeah.
It wasn't even because of this though.
Yeah, no. Supposedly he got let. He was like, right? Wasn't he? He was out of prison, out of jail to renovate the house or some shit.
I think so.
For like to sell.
But this would have been the perfect way to go, you know?
Would it?
Actually, would you get in a whole lot of trouble for this?
Oh yeah, they basically tried to kill a cop.
I mean, if you booby trap like a jacuzzi,
and he had a sign up front that's like, "Do not, this place is booby trap."
And they mentioned there was like a van blocking the driveway. I was like, that's man. Yeah.
He tried. I mean, I think it's kind of that thing. Like, if you break your leg on somebody's sidewalk, still, I mean, you can pretty much sue for anything. So he's
in this country.
He's not gonna go. He's going away.
One of these cops went up in there thinking like, "Oh, it's gonna be like a Home Alone type." Scenario. Now we're gonna meet Donald Trump. It's gonna be cool, like
That's
This
right.
is a Home Alone scenario.
Yeah, nothing too serious, but it's
mean-
just like shot with the wheelchair shotgun.
Wasn't Kevin McAllister like? Didn't he stay in like Trump's hotel when he met him?
Yeah.
The Plaza Hotel.
Well, no, I think he just ran into him at the Empire State, right?
He ran into him at the big hotel he was staying at.
Yeah,
Home Alone
This
2.
guy might, if he gets a pardon, he can beat Trump. This could totally be like Home Alone 6. They could make a movie out of this.
There's 5 of them.
Yeah.
They can make 2 more.
I watched
know.
I watched the
Was there
first 3.
Did you ever play the Home Alone video game?
No.
The worst game I've ever
What console
played.
was that?
I think it was Game Boy, man.
Sounds
I'm
like it.
surprised it wasn't Super Nintendo, honestly.
Yeah, I still have like nightmares about that.
I still have great memories of playing the football games on Super Nintendo. Those were fun.
Yeah, the ET game was especially good.
Oh.
There was a lot of good, but a lot of bad on Nintendo. That's why I'm dating a Dreamcatcher. So I'm just like, I'm good.
What do you mean? Like, what does that mean? A dream catcher?
Cause my girlfriend's like Native American.
Oh my god.
You had to explain one to me, sorry.
Jesus, Ricky.
I don't really know what you're getting at either, but
Ignorance is bliss or something like
that's
that.
as offensive as an answer as I can think of.
Does she even watch these?
No, I'm sure she doesn't.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean,
My parents are still like, oh yeah, I have to get around to watching those someday. I'm like, it's fine.
I'm
It'd
sure
be better if you did.
I'm sure if anyone watches these regularly or listens to them, it would be probably Zach or Steven.
If anybody watches
Purely out of
these-
support, like.
Hey
Yeah.
Zach, hey Steven, how's it going? If you're
Yeah.
not listening, then suck it if you are. Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
I love you.
If anybody does listen, I mean, and isn't that like just trying to support us and listens to this for enjoyment, I mean, take a look at yourself.
Well,
But yeah, no, that guy, he's definitely going to super prison. He's going to Oregon State Penitentiary. I
dude, he
think.
looks great.
He looks so good.
He looks like the Willem Dafoe guy from the one with Nicolas Cage.
That is the
I like-
biggest frown I think I've ever seen.
I like how
His face is literally puckered, like he
Look
just
at that-
ate a
look at
bunch
that
of
polo,
sour
dude.
shit.
I like how his hair is bigger than his head.
Oh my god, he's like the nega Nick Cage.
Nega Cage.
Nega Cage. Because I've noticed as I'm taking a shit every
Nick
morning,
Cage.
every morning when I'm taking a shit and I'm looking at my Nick Cage shower curtain, his head just goes on for years, man. He has the longest head I've ever seen.
It's so long that they had to convert to time
He
instead
looks
of
like
like
that
distance.
kid from the movie Mask, not the Jim Carrey movie Mask, but you know, like the one where like the kid has like the fucked up face thing.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, he's got a forehead like that kid.
I like how I was just talking Nick Cage up and now we're just dragging him back. To...
It's a give and take thing.
Wasn't that even not even makeup or something, right?
I think there was like a kid who was.
Yeah,
like
I think
that,
it was about that. Yeah.
But I don't think that was the kid, or maybe it was.
I don't think I
know.
ever actually saw the movie. I just saw stills from it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cody. Wait, there's 2 coming up. Who is next?
Cody's next.
Wait, did we quiz time read?
No, we
We didn't
didn't.
quiz time read.
Oh my.
Quiz time read.
Oh, fuck, this is gonna be a back-to-back quiz time.
Back to back.
All right.
Back to back to back to back. We're just gonna skip the sponsors for this. This is
Oh,
just crazy.
shit. Who did I have? I had a
We'll
good
see
question
you in
here.
court.
I'll see you in court. I had a great question. I forgot what it was. Brayden, you got a question for Reed?
Cut or uncut? No. we were having this discussion beforehand because or before scan rather. Are you good?
Jesus Christ.
Alright, shut up.
Alright,
Stop it.
Reed,
What's up?
when is Brayden's birthday?
Oh.
I don't have Facebook. You're fucked, kid. You're
Oh.
fucked. I'm a Leo. I'll give you that. I don't know what that
doesn't
means.
help at all.
I don't know what that means.
It's about as vague as the tell me which president is which.
Let's do Price is Right with Brayden's birthday.
Okay. Okay.
Just give me a date that's close.
I know it's like in the first half of the year.
This is good shit.
You're not even narrowing it down a little bit.
This is good shit.
Okay, cool. This is good. I'm getting hints. Is in the summer.
Sorta?
Yeah, it's still
yes.
summertime.
Yeah.
Summertime is weird in the South because it's just like summer 6 months of the year. So, it's in the summer.
September 29th.
So if it was like 5 days ago and you just didn't tell me happy birthday, you fucking dickhead.
I didn't know.
Wait. Let's see.
Wait a minute, what was that date?
Wait.
29th? I don't know.
I think
Do you know?
August 25th.
Damn, you were so close.
It's 20 something. I
Just
know
a
that.
second.
Oh.
Alright, well, I drink. I'm way over.
What's Ray's birth? December 18th?
20th.
Damn.
Cody's is September something or another. It was a couple weeks ago.
I can get months, days, relative.
Hey, I forgot Cody's birthday. Cool.
Months are good enough, man. There's too many people in the world who have birthday dates.
Right?
Happy birthday,
Fuck
Cody. Yeah.
I'm not making anybody feel special. It's not my job.
I literally, my way here, I stopped my car at a stop sign, like, in the middle of the street, and I'm like, shit, is my tag expired? And I went ran out and, like, checked it, and I was like, yes, I still got, like, 20 days. So, yeah.
I forget that all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got it a month later one time.
I got it, like, 8
My
months
dad's like,
later.
oh, you're fine.
Wait.
As long as nobody stops you. I'm just like, that doesn't help me at all.
Your dad
Your dad's an enabler.
I don't think my dad's name. I don't know. That doesn't matter.
All
Right,
the one
quiz
off
time,
my
quiz
head
time
is,
for Cody. Braden, your turn.
is daily double.
Ask Cody a question.
Can we do that sound bit? Reed's definitely gonna forget that.
Which sound bit?
The daily double. That's like my favorite thing in the world.
Dude, he is still kicking it, man. He looks the same as he did
I thought they
two days ago.
They probably just pre-recorded like 20 years worth of episodes, and
It's just
He's probably been dead. He's
wait,
just
who's
he's
who
kind of
does-
he's kind of like Jigsaw. Like he just has stuff planned way after he's dead.
who does Jeopardy now?
Still Alex Trebek.
You're fucking lying.
Is it?
What? Yes.
Is it?
No.
I have no
Yes.
idea.
Did they just
Yeah.
not make new Jeopardy episodes then?
No, because they
Yes.
would have said who it was.
He's
He's
got
still on
he's got a full
Jeopardy.
beard and everything.
Well, no, I'm just mean like they don't make new episodes.
They do.
They do. The show
Yeah.
would be canceled if it wasn't new.
It's still on TV.
Well, no, they just do reruns.
No,
They can't
they don't
say
do
it.
reruns.
Jeopardy.
I think they do.
Question.
No, it's
Wheel,
like
Wheel,
current
Wheel,
shit.
Wheel of Fortune doesn't do reruns.
Right.
Or Price is Right.
what's-
It's a game show.
I thought they used to do reruns because they show like 15 in a day.
I mean,
Well, no, they have an
well,
episode.
you can tell if it's a rerun
Okay.
if it's current. Brady.
When I was a
Like,
kid, my mom.
yes, The
worked-
Price is Right was on reruns for fuck's sake, but now like.
Oh, I don't watch TV. I don't know.
That was Bob
Well,
Barker.
then why are you-
damn it.
Bob Barker was a golden age, man.
Can we get-
I'd watch that all day.
Can we get like 50 seasons of like The Price is Right on Netflix, please? Can that be a thing?
Maybe the Pirate
What
Bay.
was that show where you literally went shopping at a grocery store? Do you remember that game show?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Where you had to
about.
find a certain like grocery item.
No, sorry, I wasn't homeschooled.
We
it
weren't
was-
all at home all day watching TV. Like,
It was on at like 5 in the afternoon after Full House or something like that.
I like how the joke is always.
Shop till you drop or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think that's
Yeah,
it.
that
It
sounds
was the
like
dumbest
something.
show ever, and the prize money was like so small.
Oh, I don't watch ABC Family.
It was like TBS, something like that.
Do you know the new
Still don't
one,
watch it.
which is literally like only for like college grads, and it's to like pay off your student
A
loans.
channel or a
Yeah, no, it's a new game.
It's a game show. That's sad.
It's so sad.
But it must
What's
have.
it called? Life.
I don't know.
The
what
game
it's
of
called.
life.
It's just do all these insane things to pay off your student loans. Oh man.
I wouldn't know anything
Do all
about
Now
these-
you're
that.
50, you win.
Oh,
Yay.
you're in deferment now. What are you gonna do for double money?
You move? Is that an option?
Steal someone else's idea that's better off.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do though. It's hard to find an idea that's better than yours these days.
I don't know, man. Is it hard to fake an ID these days?
No.
It's harder.
Oh, it's harder,
It'll
for
make
sure.
it easier.
There was that whole like big operation of like fake ID production in UGA, and like some guy from our high school got like in hella trouble and got in a bunch of legal trouble for being like the kingpin of that whole operation. I won't say his name.
That's impressive for a Northgate grad.
Right.
I was like, it's impressive, man. I made a lot of money.
Crime syndicate leader before you even graduate, man. That's solid. That's
before you graduated college or high school?
Before I graduated college.
I was about to say in high school, like, what a G for sure.
Yeah, I know. I had to get his number.
There was
so I can laugh at him.
I was wondering where that was going.
Right.
So
I can get my fake ID.
Wait. Are we still doing quiz time with me? Have we done that?
Oh yeah. So Cody, wait, is it? I didn't even ask Reed a question. Am I supposed to ask both of you a question?
Just ask.
God damn it, we just asked this like 10 seconds ago.
Just ask.
Well, that was my question.
Just ask Jeeves. Ask Jeeves the question.
Ask Jeeves.
Wait, is that your question?
Yeah. Was I supposed to ask both of you a question?
No.
Great. All right, cool. Cody, time for Cody's topic.
Oh, God,
is it the first one or the second one?
It's the Los Angeles one there.
Was this Ebony said?
I don't know. That's real news, fake news.
I don't know if you were doing one.
That's real news, fake news.
Here we go. Here's my topic here. All right, see now how they have those stupid ass electric scooters in Atlanta now?
Yeah.
The ones that are clogging up the belt line, wrecking up the place and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say yes.
All right, so every city has those now, basically. Los Angeles also is on this bandwagon, which makes sense because of the boardwalk, I guess. But they had their first electric scooter DUI prosecution. Notice they said prosecution and not arrest. But this is the first prosecution. Fined $550, which for a DUI is a steal, honestly. For riding an electric scooter while intoxicated and knocking over a 64-year-old pedestrian.
Alright, I was just gonna say, I have first-hand knowledge of riding scooters inebriated. It's not easy.
Wait, are we talking about like a fucking moped electric scooter?
No, imagine a razor scooter with a battery on it.
Yeah, have you seen those up in Atlanta recently?
No.
Go to the city once in a while.
Are they like, they're like an old person thing?
No, like a fucking power Okay, so the razor scooters.
Yeah.
Imagine that, but motorized.
So you can travel this.
But those are motorized.
No, they're not. What?
Well,
Are you talking about just like the...
God damn it! Just look up. Do not watch anything.
I don't ever leave my apartment. All right,
let me pull a picture of one real fast, just to get a picture.
I think I had one of these when I was a kid.
Realize no, you didn't.
All right, they're all over the city. You can rent them. You can get money and rent them and ride them around.
Car. So is this actually people are actually doing this? It's not like Segway where people are talking. Oh, that's what.
No, it's just people who are visiting the city can rent them.
Why don't just get a bike?
People fucking take those to go pick up lunch, dude. They had a whole expose about it on Fox 5.
Yeah, it's a whole thing, but
why?
I don't know.
How fast do they go?
Faster than if you were walking.
Walking?
Debatable.
That's... I don't...
About as fast as a bike with less effort?
But
I don't think I understand.
Yeah, but it's a millennial thing. Most people don't care to get it. Most people don't care to get it.
Yeah, my grizzled age.
But see, yeah, he had
the youngest one.
He had a blood.
You are.
He had a alcohol blood level 3 times the limit.
Jesus Christ! To be fair, best time to ride one of those things.
No,
I mean,
calm down.
This guy was winning.
My thing is
how was he alive? That's my question, dude. Holy shit.
What, the 64-year-old or the guy who was drunk?
I don't give a shit about the 64-year-old.
He didn't give a shit about him either. He rode off afterwards. But they still caught him.
Scoot and run.
Wait, so was the 550?
A scoot and run.
Was the 550 for the total? That's for being the DUI and knocking over the old man.
Yes, a hit and run and scooter DUI.
What state was this?
Los Angeles,
LA,
California.
Yeah. Which again is not a state.
They got bigger
and then he was 28 too, so he wasn't
You did it earlier.
He should have known better.
He was 64?
No, 28. The guy, the drunken scooter guy.
I kind of understand why elderly people are like, God damn, now it makes sense to me.
But
they got bigger problems. They're hitting seagulls and getting fined for or something like that.
In my opinion, though,
this
is just classic kids being kids. You hit someone on your skateboard and you're just like, oh, fucking bail, man. And you just run off.
But you're drunk on a scooter, so...
So you're in high school on a skateboard?
Cody, how drunk were you on skateboards in high school?
I wasn't drunk, but I was in high school, which is equally inebriating.
Life is very disorienting when you're really wasted. You get caught doing something.
We got caught one time skating behind this like grocery store, and because they had like a nice ledge, and the cops came out, and one of them started shredding. It was like one of those shitty you've seen the video of Ted Cruz. Was it Ted Cruz or Jeb Bush? That was like at the skate park.
Oh, that was Jeb Bush, the one where he's trying to sell drugs to all the kids.
What now?
Yeah, it was more or less like this, except the cop was like kind of fucking awesome. But yeah, it's that kind of scenario.
The cop like shredded with you guys?
Yeah, he was fucking good as shit.
That sounds funny. That's awesome.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for cops in the way that they can't actually wear shorts. Like, I kind of wish that things were kind of like Reno 911 because it is hot in the summer.
They can wear shorts and steal drugs from the evidence room.
Oh, I will never forget when I was younger. My stepdad made me go watch with like the whole church. We went and all watched this Christian movie that was
Passion of the Christ.
No, but we did go. We saw Passion every Easter. The power just got out. That was fucking weird.
Luckily, the battery on the microphone is a battery, not like
Luckily,
so we can save the show.
That's actually super convenient. But
that was super weird.
Yeah, that was really weird.
Keep talking. You're good.
But no, I had to go watch this movie, and it was about like this dad who was a cop, and then he had to decide what was right because some other cop was like stealing drugs from the evidence room, and he has to decide if like it was more Christian to look the other way, or like for the guy's family to starve, or to not, and then he got the other cop arrested.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I think his daughter died.
Oh,
it was a good movie.
Man.
Yeah, Christian movies are always horrible bummers. I'm sorry, Reed, but god damn it.
I actually did not watch the Passion of the Christ until 3 years ago.
I never watched it.
Are you kidding me?
It was like 4 years ago, but like I don't know. It's just like my whole church went to go watch it, but I think I had a friend who wanted to hang. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
From age 10, I was made to watch Passion every year on Easter.
Jesus Christ.
That's how.
I mean, like I'm glad I watched it, but it was just like.
Why do you think I'm like this, Reed?
Let me put it this way: things are a lot more meaningful when you're a little older. When you do things younger, a lot of things you just don't really care.
You being forced to watch it, you probably start to take joy in it. Like,
you fucking get this.
Fucking kill him. Fuck, you're making me waste my Sunday again.
Terrible.
Oh my god. I think Passion of the Christ.
These lights are gonna flicker.
That's the only movie you want to watch when you're like, if you're super fucked up. Super stoned or super fucked up. I feel like that'd be a badass movie to watch. Like, dude, holy shit.
It was good. It was.
Yeah.
Death metal intensifies.
Super brutal, Infinite Annihilator.
We'll do a movie podcast one night on Passion of the Christ, and we'll just do like a giggle flicks while we're all like super drunk.
Word to our viewers: the initial idea was to
rip off Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah,
3000.
I mean that's fun, but they have laws where you can't show full movies on the internet, and it's just ridiculous. So sorry, you missed out on a good opportunity.
And word to your mother. She's a nice lady.
Word to your mother. She's a nice lady.
FCC or whoever controls the copyright laws of movies and shit.
It's the goddamn liberal EPA, Cody.
The goddamn EPA. Fucking up our TV, making it all green. Making my picture go out of focus and shit.
That's probably my favorite line from Always Sunny is when they're at the beach full of like needles and the Jersey Shore, and they were talking about the water is like full of toxic sludge, and Mac's like, oh no, it's just liberal bullshit, Frank. Get copyright strike for that. Okay, anyways, Cody.
It's time for.
Well, I'm still kind of curious about this guy.
Oh wait, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Why did he get such a low ass shirt? I guess because it's like kind of minor.
He's on a scooter. I mean, it's like no one said you can't be drunk on a scooter.
I think someone.
Because it has to be said.
Well, I feel like if you get going on a scooter, like you were pretty sober when you started off.
When Ben Franklin created the scooter, I'm pretty sure he was like, you can get as fucked up on this shit.
Dude, you know, Ben Franklin partied harder.
Dude, Ben Franklin fucked. I'm like...
Ben Franklin partied harder than any American has partied ever since.
He really did. That's not even an exaggeration.
Like him and Hunter S. Thompson are in a league of their own.
Oh, that would be such a good, like, A League of Their Own 2, like, type movie.
But it's not even the same thing.
Fear and Loathing in Philadelphia.
So just modern day Philadelphia. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, 36 months of probation though. Like the
3 years probation. Like that's probably
for riding the scooter drunk.
The fine is cheap, but the 3 years probation is that's kind of steep, dude.
Well, it'll probably
put me in jail for a year.
It'll probably be non-report after 6 months.
Just put me in jail. It's cool.
They'll probably get off early.
Also, I like how they put the name of the scooter, like the brand name, just to kind of like
shame you.
Just like, hey, this is the brand name if you want these in your city.
Call it the same thing from Grand Theft Auto. Just be like, he was driving the aggressive Faggio. Whatever the hell it was called.
The Faggio, yeah.
Faggio. From the Fabio. And like when you hit somebody in that game, like you fell off and they were fine.
But you could also deliver pizza with them.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
So
side hustle.
I'm kind of distracted by one of the shitty ads on the side of this website because it's talking about Suge.
That's not an ad. This really fucking happened. Okay, so when they were filming Straight Outta Compton, Suge Knight
I know the story.
Really got sentenced. Real. This happened today.
He ran
he
over
was
the
sentenced. Yes.
Oh, come on, I haven't seen that yet.
But he killed Tupac, so it's about time he's in jail.
That's a long-ass sentence, though. Well, I mean, he's definitely going to die in prison.
I always like how manslaughter is like a lesser charge than like murder first degree. But it sounds
Who were the other
worse.
alleged suspects of killing Tupac besides him?
Did he? I imagine.
I don't know. The white Jewish liberal media. Who knows?
What?
No one knows they killed Tupac.
Wouldn't that be the conservative media?
Yeah, you think. I don't know. It could be both. It would make sense.
Who knows what's going on?
Well, it's California. It's pretty liberal, so maybe they were like, okay, we need to stop. Who the fuck knows, dude?
Too liberal.
I don't know, but yeah, 28
That's what
years.
they said, so they killed Tupac.
But I was just kind of like perturbed because they have like this rating reaction system. 7% are happy about it, and then 75% are neutral. But it's like, it seems like a pretty polarizing thing. Like, how the fuck can 75% be neutral? And also 18% are pissed.
I guess because no one really gives a shit about Suge Knight anymore.
Yeah,
does it have a rating for this article?
32 reactions. 3% are happy about it.
81% are neutral.
There's a lot of neutral people. Holy
There has
shit.
to be just people who don't like
give a shit.
Yeah.
Also, Ed Gein Jr. posts is like filling up the comment section, but we're not just gonna sidebar this whole thing.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next section.
It's time for cue sound effect. Real news, fake news.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum. Dun, dun, dun,
Alright,
dun, dun,
alright,
dun.
before I don't click on it.
I'm not. Oh shit. Okay, thank God. Pornhub isn't on my like frequently viewed.
This time.
This time.
Surprise.
Alright,
This is a different browser.
Be prepared.
Alright, so this is an old article, or the original article is old. The 80s when cocaine smuggling was pretty happening.
Neat.
We've all seen Narcos.
A fellow was flying like over North Georgia up like towards Kentucky. The plane full of cocaine and a brick fell out. Now, apparently when this thing fell, a local North Georgia black bear kind of was
Interesting
like...
that you specify, Cody.
What? Well,
His color.
a grizzly bear would be like worse than
Do we
the
have
situation.
grizzlies? I don't think we have grizzlies in Georgia.
Yeah, well, just
A
black
bear is a bear is a bear.
Whatever.
So.
A black bear. Got into this bale of cocaine and like ate all of it. And
Okay, sorry, I wasn't supposed to.
And for 5 minutes was the top apex predator in the world.
I think I've heard this story.
Until like every bit of its organs failed, like stroke, heart attack, like muscle, failure.
I would have loved to have seen like what that bear was doing in those 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is really fake news. This was decades ago. We didn't have like cell phones and shit. Also, how could you possibly know it's the top apex predator in the world?
Well,
you were in one place in Georgia.
It's
that could have been the fucking hillbillies down the road.
That was the next time you throw my spin on it, but I would imagine before it just completely died, it was like Tony Montana bear form.
What about the hillbillies down the holler?
Who the fuck would have seen this, though? Too. Like, who would have seen this?
Versus a coked up bear?
Met out hillbillies down the holler, Cody.
If it was a crazed bear, how would anybody have seen this and, like, survived?
Exactly.
I'm kind of confused about that.
Very dubious claims.
I guess how they found it was they found the bear in the woods afterwards and did an autopsy on it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's like taxpayer resources.
Because it's like, what happened to this bear? Something terrible happened to it.
What happened to this bear?
It looks like it overdosed on cocaine. That's not natural for a bear to be found like this in the woods. Let's test it out.
Someone got in the donut.
That's pretty natural.
Alright, so, in you guys' opinion, real or fake news?
I always say fake. I'm just going to say
fake.
No, I'm
going to say, wait, what are you?
I'm saying real.
Well, fuck, I don't want to be with Reed. Fake.
Alright, click on it. This is a real...
Oh, god damn it.
This article, this really happened. To the best of my knowledge, I did my fact checking. Nothing said it was fake.
There you go. Okay, great.
You check on Facebook. It's fine.
Well, they had this. The original one was a 1985 archived article from New York Times posting about this. This was referenced. I saw this article like a couple years ago where they found out who the guy was that was smuggling the cocaine, just based upon like routes and times and whatnot. And he was from Kentucky, and they heard, found out about this happening, and they called the county in Georgia to just confirm it, see if it was real. And they were like, yeah, like when they did the autopsy, there was like the whole stomach was filled with cocaine, like it just taking a big ass bite out of the bag.
That's how I want to go. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty good. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't taste good.
And the dude who did the vet or whoever did the autopsy said like it's basically anything that like could go wrong on a living thing went wrong. Like had like heart failure, had a stroke.
That's how I want to go.
It had
everything.
Internal bleeding.
All of it.
It had like a nervous system failure, like brain hemorrhage, like all that.
Nervous system failure sounds like a pretty good album name.
But is that not just like typical symptoms of eating the brick of cocaine?
Yeah, basically. But like it's just a bear. It's just like.
We've all been there.
Why would he eat that though? Like it obviously would taste good, right? So why the fuck was he eating that?
It's fucking gross.
I don't know. They eat garbage just to see what's in it. It fell from the sky, and he was probably like, maybe it's a bird.
Maybe. Okay.
It's a brick-shaped bird.
It fell from like a passenger plane or like a cargo plane.
A drug smuggling plane.
No, they're not smuggling drugs and fucking.
I'm assuming
Boeing.
No, they did.
Well, I'm assuming it was one guy, so I'm assuming it was something close to your dad's Cessna.
Okay, yeah, probably something bigger than that, but
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, my dad actually does that all the time.
Smuggles drugs.
Yeah, the dog is actually full of drugs right now.
Wow. Look at your dad's number.
Neat.
Well, like, initially when they found the bear, like they thought they thought maybe someone
shot to death.
No, maybe someone had tried to smuggle it. They're like, how did this cocaine get in the bear?
Shoved it up the bear's asshole.
And that was the best they could figure out is that it fell out of a plane.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, somebody could have just been wandering through the forest and like dropped
Sliced open a bear, stuck it in the bear. It's like, hey, there's a dead bear about 20 clicks east of this place. Go get the bear.
Pick up this giant animal, and instead of putting it on like some like tree stump, let's put it in a big old bear for you.
Instead of bear mace, it's just like weaponized cocaine. It's just
because the police won't stop us for having a dead animal, like an illegal animal you can't kill.
Giant ass bear. That's fine.
You're already not. It's like you're already killing like an animal you're not supposed to kill.
It'll kill you in a cocaine rage before it dies.
You can kill black bears, can't you?
In Georgia?
How did
anywhere? You can't kill a grizzly that's coming after you, but I think you can kill a black bear.
I mean,
probably.
You can scare off a black bear. They're not really aggressive towards.
But no, like you won't get like legal trouble for killing those things.
No.
A black bear?
Because once I really wanted like a bear rug, and they're like, "Oh, don't kill a grizzly because that's illegal." What about a black bear? It's not as cool.
Oh, so it's illegal to kill a grizzly. It's not.
Unless your life is like immediately threatened.
I think it's endangered. But a black bear, I don't think.
Black bears are not endangered whatsoever.
I don't think it's kosher to kill them though.
I mean, you shouldn't just kill any fucking animal if you're not going to use it. But you know,
I think we've learned all this. Like, you can't kill. You can kill bears, but not all bears. You can't kill bald eagles, and you can kill small children and somebody that steps on your property in Florida. I think that's what I got.
To be fair, bald eagles are pretty cool. So I understand the children over the bald eagles.
Yeah. Oh, sidebar. Casey Anthony's talking about how she wants to have a kid again. So that's kind of cool.
Nothing stopping her.
Neat.
No,
they didn't put a legal precedent saying, "Hey, you're innocent, but you can't have any more kids."
That'd be kind of a cool thing to do.
It's like super pre-abortion.
She could pop them out and dump them in the trunk, dude, like all day long,
and write a song about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just. That's the only scenario where dump them in the trunk has two meanings, Cody. So thank you. Thank you for that.
America's sweetheart.
I'm still just hooked on this bear. Like, for 5 minutes, his brain was just like, Panama! And he was just fucking living life.
He like caught salmon, like raised a family. Like,
he's knocking trees over with his hands.
Fuck some hikers up.
He's Yogi Bear. He's like talking with like a human. He's like, sup? High five.
He's trying to start like
comes out of his cocaine coma. Like there's like 8 dead bodies around him, and he's just like.
He's trying to talk. He's trying to talk hikers into starting a pump and dump like scheme, with a like stock market.
I think he would be more like Yogi Berra, just like borderline retarded for like 5 minutes.
He has like human clothes on. He's like looking for some ominous picnic basket. It's kind of like the South Park episode with Heroin Hero. It's like, you never get the picnic basket. It's just like he's always like he's running after like an ominous imaginary picnic basket. He's like,
oh god.
Was Yogi Bear what kind of brown bear?
Some sort, yeah.
It's a cartoon. They can do whatever he wants.
No, dude.
I'm guessing not a black bear because he wasn't black colored.
Well, that wasn't allowed on TV.
Jesus,
that's redundant.
That wasn't allowed.
I'm sorry, it's always offensive when I say it, but I'm not meaning to be offensive.
It's just you say it with so much hate.
Reed, do you think that would have been allowed on TV at that time? Are you fucking kidding me? Reed.
What? The 70s?
A black bear?
A black-faced bear? Absolutely.
Like a Jim Crow-ass bear, is that what you're saying? Like the body's brown, but like the face
is... lips are like red. It's fine.
Oh my god.
What is it, like Smokey the Bear, but like after his home burned down?
I have a fucking story that I just remembered. My grandparents, when I was a kid, had like a fucking like a little statuette with the like a Jim Crow like fucking blackface like statuette in their house in deep ass Louisiana.
No, perfect.
That was the thing.
I forgot that they had that. No, it was for sure a thing. It was fucking horrible, but yeah, I totally forgot about that. Jeez, that didn't dawn on me until now.
I like how
my whole childhood is becoming a question right now.
I like how
best friend was a Sambo statue.
Did you ever watch a documentary now?
I don't think so.
Oh, with Bill Hader.
Yeah. There's a show where like a dude's running for like they're like campaign managers. They're like super greasy campaign managers. Get this unqualified dude to run for Senate.
Is this legit or is this a movie?
It's kind of making fun of like a real documentary. Is kind of how they do it. It's like all satire of actual documentaries.
Was this that Will Ferrell movie?
No.
Who's in the Zach Galifianakis?
No. This is like a different thing. This is a different thing completely.
I don't know.
It's a different campaign, different people. Fred Armisen and Bill Hader. But either way, they're trying to start negative press for their opposing candidates. They're like, every time they see a sign, they'll stop and pull like a racist ass lawn jockey out of the trunk and put it next to the sign and drive off. To make it look like all the people voted for that dude are racist or whatever.
Jesus, dude.
There's that a trunk full of them.
Do they sell it on Amazon?
What?
I wonder like the things that you could buy that are like borderline super bad on Amazon.
Like?
You can buy
Like that. Could you buy that on Amazon? Like, is there something?
I don't know. You fucking Google it. It's
fine.
Lawn jockeys.
You
I
Google
didn't know that was a
Amazon.
term. What does that mean?
Lawn jockey.
The blackface statues that people put in their yards.
Scratch that. I don't want you guys to see my recommended on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
That old man laugh.
They don't have any full. They have like a coffee mug with a picture of one on there.
What? That's the worst somehow.
That's a start.
Unique coffee mug. We're just calling it that. You're telling me. Why do you have blue eyes?
No.
Hold on. I'll look for reviews. Oh, there are none because no one's foolish enough to buy this.
Or at least review it. I mean, you don't want that name out there. Jesus.
I feel like it's kind of like that internet profiling thing where like if you're actively looking for information about like ISIS and stuff, like the government's like secretly like profiling you.
They're profiling all of us, bro. It doesn't matter.
Speaking of the government listening, are we still recording?
Yeah.
Oh,
we shouldn't have been recording for like the last 15 minutes, probably.
Well, yeah, the bear thing, yeah, that totally happened.
But yeah, the Bears won. Like
the Bears
7-3.
Called it
in the second inning.
Yeah.
Second inning. Yeah.
And with that,
closes out Ray Meninkus.
Can I do like a David Letterman like
My
top
sphinctus
10 type thing?
What is go on?
let's do it.
No, I don't remember.